Hello, vlog passengers. It's Friday, February 25th, and winter is not over yet. If you've been subscribed to me or known me for a decent length of time, then you probably already know about my feelings regarding the season of winter. I hate it. I hate snow, I hate ice, and I hate cold. About 90% of that hatred has to do with how it affects driving. My car is 16 years old and does not react well to cold weather. My heater and defroster do not work quickly, or for that matter, terribly effectively, and the town I live in is not terribly vigilant when it comes to keeping the roads clear of snow and ice. But despite my intense and fiery hatred for it, winter is a season that has always sort of fascinated me. There's something almost post-apocalyptic about it. People treat blizzards like no other disaster I know of. In fact, you may have heard the term snowpocalypse being thrown around a few weeks ago. Believe me when I tell you that that blizzard was the mildest we've had this season.
This always happens, too. We get all hyped up over these snowstorms. Like we go and get bottled water, we get, oh, it's gonna be the storm of the century and all this sort of thing, and then it's like nothing, like a few inches of snow. We're inconvenienced for a few hours while they clear the roads, and then everything's fine. But then it's the snowstorms that we never predict, that we never expect, those are the ones that suck.
It's been a bad winter for us, worse than usual. Last week it looked like spring might finally be on its way with the snow melting and temperatures up in the 40s and 50s. But alas, winter was only teasing us, and like a cold slap in the face, it returned again.
Church might not be open. That would be really stupid.
On Monday morning, I awoke from my 8 o'clock class to find my car completely encased in ice. My car doors have a habit of freezing shut in cold weather, but usually enough tugging will force at least one of them open. This time, however, for the first time in my 10 years of driving and parking my various vehicles outside, I could not get into my car because all 4 doors were completely frozen shut. And of course, barely had that snow and ice started to melt, then we got another several inches of snow this morning. Apparently it was bad enough that the BGSU campus closed for the day. This never happens. Though, for the life of me, I don't understand why they closed today and didn't close Monday when the weather and conditions on Monday were substantially worse. If there is a level 3 snow emergency, the church will be closed. No way in hell was what I just drove through a level 3 snow emergency. It's not even a level 1. But I've noticed lately that winter seems to inspire a sort of camaraderie among humankind. When I was struggling with my ice-encased car, my neighbor, who was struggling with the same thing, suggested that I try pouring water over the ice to melt it. Lo and behold, it worked, and though this effectively debunked my excuse for not going to class that day, I was grateful for the help. This is the same neighbor who can be seen after a snowfall shoveling the walks and portions of the parking lot that the maintenance crew hasn't gotten to yet. I'm pretty sure he doesn't get any sort of compensation for it, he just does it because he can. And even though winter might not inspire this kind of servitude in everyone, there is something of a bond that forms as we suffer together. Because whether you love winter or hate it, it can pretty much be universally agreed that chipping ice off your car, walking into a cold wind, or driving on an unplowed and untreated road is no fun. This camaraderie can manifest itself as a helping hand or a warning to drive carefully, or even just empathetic bitching about the suckiness of the weather. Some of us may take the attitude of every man for himself, but even then, when we see the guy across the street shoveling his driveway while we shovel ours, a barrier is brought down, and we join together in the hope that soon, hopefully very soon, winter will finally end. Now, does this mean I'm going to start liking winter? No. But as my friends continually tell me, there is something of a beauty in this time of year, and if nothing else, these crappy winter days help me to appreciate the spring that is to come. I'll see you next time.
Kids, don't try that at home. Seriously.